What's going on, boys? Not here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we're going to go over the pro meta techniques that pros don't want you to know about. This is talking about dribbling on the highest of levels. I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm also going to show you some of the features you probably know about control sprint as well, but we're going to dive even deeper on how to use it effectively, when to turn, when to use it, all that as well. So let's go straight into a game example. You can see here, this is the control sprint, the R1 button. You can see now, this is the thing, everyone is using it like that. They're just using it to force and get into player positions. Now, you can do that, but of course it's very, very risky. The correct way to use it would be to go into space that is not available, use it to bait your opponent, and then switch in direction. What do I mean by that? Let's say you go up and then you go down. You see that? So you want to bait first where you don't want to go, and then you want to turn where you want to go. Now, what a lot of the pro players, which I don't tell you, is to combine them all together. They combine left stick dribbling with control sprint with the run button to burst into space like that. So that is one of the combinations that they like to do. I'll show you another example here. Now, it depends on certain players. If you have players that have good agility and balance, it's better. What makes it really different is if you're a player like Dribbling, a player like Messi, someone with the playstyle who's got the actual playstyle for control sprint. Now you can see Dribbling is a perfect example. I'm going to get the ball to her again. Now this is the example I wanted to mention with Dribbling. You see that she's got the playstyle plus of control sprint. See how she's able to get into these at such quick speed? Can you see that? And you can see even the defender is struggling against it, but you see the defender can always defend against it if it's guessed correctly. And that's where left stick dribbling comes in. Everyone's talking about holding control sprint. Yes, it's very, very effective, but the key is using left analog stick and then using control sprint with combination. So you want to use it to exit the ball away. So I'll show you one example here with Sonnet. Not the best of players to do it with, but look, left analog stick dribbling. Then we're going to exit into the space. Then you combine it with a run button. You see that? How we're able to skip past those players. Same thing here with Swanson. A little bit of a bait, a little bit of a bait, a little bit. Then I run past. A little bit of a bait, a little bit. Then I run past. See that? So you see, it's a combination of all these three things together, which is left stick movement, control dribbling, and also awareness of space or deception is what I would say. So that is how they are doing on the high end. They're not actually running towards a player. Now, of course, you can try to run through those nuts and crannies, but it's much more difficult than you think. Another example I wanted to show you here, just have a look at the ball here with the Dribbling. Bit lucky for my opponent to win the ball back there. But get the ball to the Dribbling again. Or Ludmilla, for example. A little bit of a bait. Now see that I'm watching that white cursor. You see that I'm watching the white cursor? As soon as the space, now you see how my opponent is not using a white cursor near me. Now the key here is just walk around. Just walk around like that. Don't try to bait, because what happens is the way you want to beat someone, when that white cursor is coming towards you, that shows that the player is manually controlled. If the white cursor is not there, you see how that player committed with Varane? Look at the space I have with the striker Morgan. It's only because Varane committed forward. So you have to be very careful about the white cursor. That white cursor shows everything. If you watched my last video when I was talking about left stick dribbling, taking a touch away. Another example here with Swanson. Again, bait. Then let's touch away. See that? See with the left stick touch. See the white cursor. You see we're able to manipulate the white cursor. Able to make it move. Same thing here. Look at the white cursor coming towards us. Take a touch away. Can we see the space? Nope. So we're not going to go away. Then you can also use strafe dribble. I like to tap it like this. See that? Just change that quick direction. Then you also trigger players as well at the same time. You see that? So you can kind of kill. So if you struggle with players triggering and player switching, you kind of do two things with one. See that? It's like I can trigger a player and dribble at the same time. That's not a quick tip as well. What you see some people they do as well. That if you do naturally struggle with it, you can always use the L1 button and just trigger play yourself manually. Now we're going to show you a high level example now where we combine all these features together, and you're going to see how we use them and how we use space. See how you take a touch away there? Same thing here, look when you use it. Use control sprint to get around the goalkeeper. Watch, just like that. See that? See how we're able just to dribble past my opponent inside the box? And it makes it very difficult for the opponent to get the ball when you're using control sprint. If you want to get better at FC24, I do have an FC24 FIFA School Series. But before you skip ahead, what if I told you if you don't get better after 1 month, I'll refund you your money? I can say that because I've been running this school for many years and thousands of people have already joined and even stay on. We go over complete in-depth gameplay tutorials showing you the theory of it and then showing you gameplay examples in a structured format. Unlike my YouTube channel, they are a progressive learning system teaching you everything from the core mechanics to the meta so you can get better as a whole, with explanations that go beyond the scope of my YouTube channel. FC School has already started with new videos coming out every single week. These videos will adjust to the recent patches and updates so you can stay up to date and ahead of your competition. So come join thousands of others in a mature community for those looking to get better. Patreon.com/nilguides or click the link down below. Now when you join, we already have a library of hundreds of videos, more than my YouTube channel in fact, with new FC24 videos getting added constantly so you never run out of content. Remember, the biggest mistake people make is they spend thousands of dollars on FIFA points every single year thinking a team will make them better, but it won't. But now it's time for you to make that change. And don't forget, if you don't get better after 1 month, just send me a message and I'll refund your money. That is the Nil Guides guarantee. Patreon.com/nilguides. Link is down below in the description or click on the pinned comment below. Again, gonna get the ball over here. Gonna run now, run. I see Van Dijk coming towards me. I can see I can still outrun Van Dijk, so still I don't need to do any control sprint. Once I'm being taken, I'm going to run on the outside. And you see me using left analog stick. We're looking at that white cursor, waiting. See that white cursor? I'm looking at that white cursor. It's coming towards me. Take a touch upwards, left analog stick, and unfortunately we get the deflection. But do you see, for example, there how I'm looking at that white cursor? I'm going to show you again. I'm going to get the ball over here. Again, look at the white cursor. He's coming towards me. Going to make a pass around. Going to touch away. Bit of control sprint to bait a little bit. Pretend I'm going around. Then you see I'm able to run into that space. If I want, I can cut back there. Again, left stick touch. Just keeping it simple. Unlucky with the interception over there. Again, keeping it simple. See my opponent tried to run into me. Taking a touch away. Letting my opponent commit first. This is, and also when you do this inside the box, people don't realize. This is how you create panic. You see how this player is panicking? That's how you create panic. When you do this in your opponent's box, many people are struggling with defending right now. They don't know how to defend. So what you're also doing is you're introducing panic to their system. So they're more likely to commit and make a mistake. These people always ask me, Neil, how come this works for you? But it works for everyone, even pro players included. It's because they just have to wait. All you do is wait for your opponent to panic. If you create panic, it's just easy. See that? My opponent just walked straight into me. There's no panic created. Again, we got it. So we're going to use it to drive into the space. See that? Use it to drive in. Now we see that player making a run in the middle. Battery now, good example. Use it to drive into the space. Taking small, minute touches. You can see my opponent just struggling. You see, it's just so difficult because I'm moving. And you see where I move my left analog stick? Have a watch. I'm going to replay that. See, I'm shuffling it to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. It makes it very difficult for my opponent to catch up. Just a free kick tip over here, by the way. What I'd recommend is just pause in the game and then take off a player. Now, ideally, the player that you don't want to use. So, Ward-Prowse, for example. Now, Ward-Prowse, you have 5 substitutes here. So, this is a good tip that I can give you. When you get a free kick in this area like this, sub on a free kick taker. Ward-Prowse only costs 500 coins, but Ward-Prowse is a free kick specialist. So, I hopefully can be able to score this free kick. But I'll show you. Look, see that? And then you get the line. You see that? So, I can go like this. And I'm going to try to get it just over here. Like that. And go like this. And go for green power. And you see, look, there you go. It's very, very easy. And then if you want to, after, let's say you put Ward-Prowse on, and let's say you really don't want to use him, then you can just sub him off with someone else. That's a Nil Guides top tip there if you have a free kick. So if you have a free kick, just put this free kick taker on. Then sub that player off. You can buy a Ward-Prowse for like 500 coins. And then if you want to, you can put another sub on instead. Of course, that means you lose one of your players. But that makes it very good. You can just replace a like-for-like player. And that player just come on just to do the bit. Again, got the ball with Swanson down the wing. I'm just going to tap it and watch. Tap, 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 tap. And look at that. You glide it even more. This is the one that the pros are using. Half the pros don't even know about this one. But you see that? Just tap it, tap it, tap it. Because you get that. You get those glitchy movements. See those glitchy movements that you get? So that is why combination, all of them together. We're going to show you another clip as well. We go through the combination where I use all 3 of them together on a very high level, and you'll see. So now we're going to show you the tap one. This is the one that I like. A lot of players don't really know about this, even a lot of the pros, but you see I'm just tapping it and I'm gliding at the same time. See that? Tap, 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 tap. Combine it with left stick movement, and then you're getting this mix of speed. You see? It's very hard for your opponent to defend because which speed are you moving at? Are you moving at a consistent speed where you're running? Are you just using left stick dribbling here? You see, are you running normally? Are you able to turn? This is what allows you to kind of get into these key areas. This is what I'm kind of using right now when I'm try-harding. So I'm just going like here, tap, 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 combine them all together. Take a touch away there, take a touch away. Got a bit unlucky how I lost the ball there. Okay, another example. Take that pass, through ball. We're going to just tap to go around the goalkeeper. See that? Just one simple tap, see that? Just one simple tap to be able to glide past and go past my opponent. That's all you need, that one tap. Don't hold it all the time, just tap it. That's my opinion. Another example here, just holding it. Tap, 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 tap. Able to jump through. See the gap. Tap, 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 tap. And that's it, win the penalty. See that? It's very easy to glide past my opponent here. So get this in the bottom left. But once you get the habit, you can easily glide past. I'm going to show some left stick now. Just pure lesser dribbling. It's going to walk like this. Just take a touch away. Like that. See the space? You're going to run into it. Make the pass. The ball back here. Do a through ball. Again, take a touch away. See that? Just away. Now, if I wanted, I could have shot there as well. And that's the example of how lesser dribbling would be. And you see my opponent ran into me. So you don't want to run into them. You just want to get the ball and just wait. Take a touch away. See, I'm fully taking a touch away. See that? Just take a touch. Letting my opponent come to me. I'm saying, you know, you come to me. I'm just letting my player almost glide into the space. Look. Waiting. This is why dual team balance is important for this one. And the good thing is you have to rely on like a player with a play style or anything like that in particular. Yeah, those things do help. But you can see left stick dribbling, anyone can do it. Any player on the pitch can do it. And finally, now I'm going to show an example with just a simple left stick, but just more on ball retention. Because this is what many people are struggling with. You see like my opponent's applying pressure onto me. Let's take the left stick touches away. Again, it's the same thing really here. Normally on the opposite side like this, you'd always have someone free. So if you're really in trouble and you really can't pass the ball to anyone, you should have the person free on the bounce back. But again, the key thing is with ball retention, it's all about timing. Is when do you let's look at my opponent. When's my opponent going to make that pass? See my opponent made that pass just a bit too early. Okay, I'll take a touch away. Touch away. See that? Look at the white marker. See the white marker come to me. Take a touch. And again, if you're not too sure, just switch the ball. So you can see my opponent's come towards me. Take a touch away. 1, 2. And you see now I'm getting ready to sprint down the wing. So the ball's down the wing. Now I want to bait this play. Now I've gone inwards once. So I'm going to go inwards and I go out again. See that how I baited? Then it's going to tap, tap, tap away here. Tap. Now pushing the L1 button to push players inside the box for a bit of support. Lost the ball there. That's no worry. We'll do the same thing again. So let's say example like you're here. Tap, tap. Press the L1 button. And you see that overlap there. I can use that overlap. So let's say for example like here. I can use that player there. Again, take a touch away. All I've got to do is keep that ball away. See that? Can I sprint? Yes, I can into that area there. So able to use control sprint. Holding out a little bit. Holding. Got a bit unlucky. There's 4 defenders around me there. Gonna run back here. Remember, when you're defending, always run back. Keep it safe. Again, take a touch inwards. A bit of a risky one. Got away with it. Slide tackle for the win. That's why I don't really like... I mean, advanced defending is good, but I do really prefer slide tackle. But again, we're going to hold it. Then we're just going to change angles here. And we're going to go back up again. So we're mixing up every single time we're doing a different lesser dribble. Now I'm going to go to the wing now. I'm going to pretend to go inwards. Then I'm going to go outwards, just suddenly like that. Bit unlucky. Good read from my opponent. Maybe there. Maybe slightly waited. Just slightly a tad bit too long there. See my opponent. Same thing here. Tactical foul there. I'll show you how we're going to close out the last couple of minutes of the game as well. Using all the methods. Bit unlucky that was really. Again, take a touch. Even inside our box, take a touch away. Keeping it safe. Take a touch away. Now we're sprinting because there's space in front of us. Lost the ball there. And the goalkeeper had that covered. But again, we'll take a touch away. Just be careful when you sprint away into space though. Just like, for example, just be very careful. You see how I lost the ball there. That was a mistake from mine there. But it just shows you a good example of how it doesn't always work. But it's like here. When you see that clear space, you sprint. Then someone coming towards me. Then I let go again. Then I'm going to mix it up here. Then I'm going to turn around like this. And then I'm going to go back around that way. See that? Get the ball going forward. Tap, 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 tap. See that player there? Not going to panic. Lets it dribbling. I'm going to go all the way around now. And you see... Because I've been doing this so many times, my opponent knows exactly what I'm doing now. So it's almost like if my opponent's not defending the right way, just to stop me. See that? Again, take a touch. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much for watching. That's just an example of how people would use control sprint to get into those areas alongside with left stick dribbling. Don't forget, if you want to get better at Patreon, come to my Patreon, so patreon.com/Noga. Links down below in the description. Thanks for watching it, and I'll catch you next time.